Who is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? He is one of the greatest basketball players of all time with many accolades and awards like Rookie of the Year, MVP, Finals MVP, and NBA champion, among many more. His jersey hangs in the rafters of both the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Lakers stadiums, as he was one of the greatest centers ever on both teams. His birth name is Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr., which he later changed to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he converted to Islam. During his years spent as Lou Alcindor, he played college basketball at UCLA for head coach John Wooden, winning 3 national championships while there. After college, he got drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks. This was the start of a notorious 20-year NBA career. After his career, he has gone on to publish 14 books which primarily explore African American history and social justice, as well as his own life and career.
Lou Alcindor was raised a Christian and went to a private school, but that did not stop him from looking harder within to find his own identity. Abdul-Jabbar wrote this in his book Becoming Kareem. I was rejecting the religion that was foreign to my black African culture and embracing on that which was part of my racial heritage. The biggest influences on his journey were Hamas Abdul Khalis, a jazz drummer from his childhood, and civil rights activist Malcolm X. He shocked the world the day after the Bucks won the 1971 NBA championship by announcing to the world his conversion to Islam, more specifically Sunni Islam, and became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to the world. His name meaning noble, powerful servant of the Almighty in Arabic, he says that he felt more questioned of his loyalty to America than any backlash on his decision to convert.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the best black athletes in the country, gathered with other premier black athletes at the Cleveland Summit in support of Muhammad Ali, who had been stripped of his heavyweight title and faced draft dodging charges for refusing to serve in the Vietnam War. Ali had declared himself a conscientious objector while refusing to be drafted. The summit had been organized by Ali's friend, NFL legend Jim Brown, in solidarity. The other premier black athletes include Bill Russell, Bobby Mitchell, Willie Davis, Curtis Clinton, Jim Shorter, John Wooden, Lorenzo Ashley, Sid Williams, and Walter Beach. Carl Stokes, the first black mayor of a major U.S. city, was also in attendance. This moment would forever change the landscape of athlete activism, as it was one of the first major public stances by black athletes. After Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's career was over, his work in writing began. His writing focuses on racism in America, social injustice, and black history, as well as his own experiences in life and basketball. He has worked with the New York Times and LA Times, with most of his work being based in California. He has received journalism awards in Southern California each year from 2016 until 2022. He has also been awarded 9 times Columnist of the Year in Southern California. He is a novelist and a New York Times bestseller author of 14 books, which include Becoming Kareem, Mycroft Holmes, Writing on the Wall, Black Profiles in Courage, and Giant Steps, among many more. Powerful quotes from his writing include, "The moral obligation of every decent human being is to actively fight injustice, and black history is all our history. The struggle for justice belongs to all of us." Kareem Abdul-Jabbar spoke out as many did during the George Floyd protests. If there was anyone who was going to speak up during a social justice outcry, it would be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He called for urgent systemic changes and called all for empathy. He also asked the question of why wasn't Eric Gardner's I Can't Breathe in 2014 as appalling as George Floyd's I Can't Breathe in 2020. This can also be seen as how far today we've come along in the fight against social injustice and responding to the call to action. In a piece he wrote for LA Times, Abdul-Jabbar said racism in America is like dust in the air. It seems invisible, even if you're choking on it, until you let the sun in. Then you see it's everywhere. Abdul-Jabbar believes that since the killing of George Floyd, activism has seen a shift of more people speaking out. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Skyhook are synonymous with one another. He used the name of his signature shot to inspire by creating the nonprofit Skyhook Foundation. Founded in 2009, this foundation helps underserved youth in STEM education and primarily focuses on 4th and 5th graders. The foundation is located in LA and is committed to the schools in that area. Abdul-Jabbar started the foundation to help give kids a chance who are too often left behind by the systems that are supposed to help them succeed. The students of the foundation attend a week-long overnight camp where they receive immersive learning experiences involving learning English and hands-on science, many things that improve the educational experience. The motto of the foundation is "Give kids a shot that can't be blocked." Kareem Abdul-Jabbar helped bring on a new wave of athlete activism with his courage to stand up for social justice early on. His dedication towards social justice and equality was unmatched and still drives him today. The foundations he laid of speaking out against injustice set the stage for modern athletes to speak up and call for change. He also started the normality of athletes using their platforms for speaking out against injustices. Athletes like LeBron James, Maya Moore, and Colin Kaepernick have all followed in the footsteps of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and have used their platforms to discuss issues and gain conversation around the important topics that affect us all. Athletes are some of the biggest celebrities on the planet, and they have the power to call the things that they want to attention. Kareem knew this and used his platform to stand for his beliefs, and we are in the wake of seeing this become the new norm in the next generations. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has received many awards and honors. In 2012, he was the U.S. Global Cultural Ambassador, and in 2016, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. This is the highest honor for civilians in the United States of America. In 2020, he received the W.E.B. Du Bois Medal of Courage, which is Harvard's highest honor in African and American studies. This is my list of sources. Thank you. Have a great day.